How's it going, guys? This is Thomas from Alotech, and today I want to walk you through a technique that will change the way you post-process your photos each and every time you set your white balance. Just as a reminder, there will be follow-on videos really digging in to the functionality and features of Photoshop. So this guide goes along with my free Lightroom and Photoshop guide for wildlife photographers, and you get your free copy at alotechgear.com. Just wait after roughly 5 seconds and a pop-up will appear. Then just quickly fill in your info and my guide will be sent directly to you. The guide goes into so much more detail. Before we jump in, I'm sorry if you can hear a buzzing sound. It's just my external hard drive. As a disclaimer, the colors you see on your screen might be different than mine. My computer is color calibrated for my printer, but we should still roughly see the same colors and have roughly the same brightness. Now let's jump in. So in this video, I want to use my Red Fox photo to really show you how you can nail your white balance each and every time. I've currently made all the edits in Lightroom that I wanted except for white balance. As a side note, I do recommend you crop your photos after you make some adjustments to your photo in Photoshop. To bring this photo into Photoshop, just right-click on your image. And if you have Photoshop installed, you will automatically see Edit in CC 2019. Just click on this and give it a second to load. You won't have this pop up when you edit your photos for the first time in Photoshop. But if you want to go back and see your edits and make adjustments to those original edits, I recommend clicking Edit in Original. I like clicking Edit Original because it's just going to go back to the time where you edited your photo originally in Photoshop for the first time. I normally do things like crop my photos after I edit in Photoshop, so I can go back into Photoshop and edit the uncropped version. Then I want to make changes. Lightroom automatically applies the crop you selected before you decided to change your Photoshop edits. So I'm going to hit enter and just give this some time to load, and now we have our photo in Photoshop. Just ignore my Group 1 folder in the Layers panel. This is just for the videos I'm recording. So clearly this image is way too orange. And I don't like sliding sliders back and forth until it looks right. I also don't like to use the other tools we used in the last video to click on an area in the image that's gray, because many times this can just be challenging. The technique I'm going to show you will have you nail your white balance each and every time just by clicking on a white section in the photo. The best part is that most wild animals in most scenes have white, and looking back, maybe only 1% of my images don't have any white in the animal or the environment. To start off, we're going to click on the Adjustments panel right here. Now let's click on the Curves icon to open a Curves Adjustment layer. Before we use the Curves Adjustment layer, we need to zoom in on an area of the photo that we know should be white. Just click on the Z key and let's zoom in to the catch light on the fox's eye. For this to work correctly, you cannot use any part of the image that's blown out. For this example, I can't use this catch light in the eye because you can see the maximum RGB values are above 255 for both the R and the G values, so red and green. So it's almost pure white. So let's zoom in to these awesome tails these guys have, and we're going to set our white balance off of them. Now let's go back to the Curves panel. You're going to see these eyedroppers on the left-hand side of the panel. We're going to use the third eyedropper from the top. So let's double-click on the third eyedropper. This color picker panel is going to appear. Let's move the cursor over to a white part of the image. Once your cursor is over a white part of the image, just hold the Command key on your Mac and click on the image. Once you click, release the command key, but do not move your mouse at all. We're going to use the tab to go over to the RGB values on your keyboard. For this photo, the R value has the highest value, which is 222. We're going to click tab again to get to the green value. And we're going to enter 222, the highest value. Let's tab one more time over to the B value, which is blue, and enter 222 as well. And you can see in the pop-up, what this does is it takes mainly the color hue out of what is supposed to be white. Now hit enter on your keyboard and hit enter again. Now with your mouse, you should be in the exact same spot as you first started. Without moving your mouse, click on that area. Now your whites have no tints, however, we're not done. Click on the Z key and zoom out of your photo. We don't want this edit impacting the brightness of our photos. So while you're clicked on the curves layer, in the layers panel, let's change the mode from normal down to color. This tells Photoshop that you just changed the colors of the photo and nothing else. Before we finish, just double click on the Curves 1 text. And let's rename this to White Balance, or WB. So when you go back later, you know what this layer actually is. And hit enter. Then click Command S to save the photo. Now let's go back into Lightroom and see our final finished photo. That wraps up this video covering nailing your white balance each and every time. I just wanted to remind you that you can get my free copy of my Lightroom and Photoshop post-processing guide by clicking on the pop-up on my website. I just wanted to thank everyone that's part of my design board. All of your input, your feedback, and your insight helped me out so much. I was able to narrow down the features that we all care about the most, and I've sent the specs off to the factory to get some prototypes. This is going to be the most comfortable camera bag ever created for photography, but there's so much more innovation inside and outside, and I can't wait to show you. I want to thank everyone that has given me the insight on the bag colors they love. If you want to let me know the colors you love, just head over to alotechgear.com and click on the Design Board tab. I just want to thank you so much for your insight. That wraps up today's video, and remember to check your email next week. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next week.